Okay. Whoa. The first hit. Whoa! Hello, my name is Sol, and welcome to Box to Table. This is a series where I experiment with making different recipes using ingredients from my CSA subscription. If you heard that and you're wondering, what's a CSA? I'll tell you. So CSA stands for Community Supported Agriculture. In the past, folks would subscribe for a year's worth of produce up front, and this was to help farmers know how much produce, veggies, etc. to grow for that year. These days, CSAs are a little bit more fluid, and you could subscribe for a month, you could subscribe for a couple weeks. I am part of a program that allows me to receive a box once a month. So I get an alert every week and they'll say, okay, your box is ready to customize. And if I'm not ready to receive the box that week for whatever reason, they let me cancel without any issues or donate my box to someone in need. It's a really great program that allows me to invest in my regional food system and support some small businesses around my neighborhood. It's really great. So I am very excited to dive into this series with you, cook with you, and show you all the wonderful things that you can make with just a little box of veggies. Let's get into it. Good morning. Excuse my different appearance because I'm not filming the cooking of the things on the day that I got the things. So this is Soul from the past opening up the CSA for the first time. Let's see what's inside. Here she is. I'm so excited. I have done 2 types of subscriptions with this farm. It's the small and the solo. So I've done the small and the solo subscriptions with this farm. And no matter what subscription you do, they give you the same size box, which I really appreciate because it's like putting a small gift in like a giant Christmas box. I get that same rush of excitement regardless of what's inside. I'm just like, oh my god. So this is the smallest subscription that they have, but I think I was able to get like 5 things. Oh wow, okay. Okay, so I got like 4 things today. So we've got a little bag, a little mystery bag. What's inside? Mushrooms! Wow! So cool. And then we've got the most adorable little pint of strawberries, and it comes in a plastic bag, so I'm just gonna remove that. Yay! Look at this. Oh my gosh, they're beautiful. And they smell so sweet. Wow. Okay. So that's another one. And then we've got some garlic scapes. And we'll talk more about garlic scapes in a little bit. And then we've got this beautiful mushroom sage tagliatelle pasta. So it's made with semolina flour, roasted mushrooms, aged balsamic, organic sage, and Italian sea salt. But it's also made in Wisconsin, so who knows. But it looks beautiful. The color is really gorgeous. You can see, I'll just show you. You can see the balsamic in there. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's got that nice, like grayish, rich hue to it. You know? Okay. So with these things, I think I'm gonna do a garlic scape pesto. So instead of basil, I'm gonna try using these garlic scapes, and I'll serve the pesto over this pasta. And then I think I'll do like a little sauteed mushroom on top to kind of give you a little bit of an echo of flavor. So you have mushroom flavoring this pasta, but then you're gonna have some fresh sauteed mushroom on top. And then to top it all off, I can do a homemade strawberry limeade or lemonade. We'll find out. I have to go to the grocery store later. But that sounds delicious, and it's summer, so it's really hot. And with these recipes, I wouldn't have to turn on the oven. That sounds amazing. Okay, let's flash forward to the future. I'll see you soon. Hi, quick interlude from Soul from the Past again, because I said I would get back to you about garlic scapes. I have my computer, and we're gonna talk about it. So, garlic scapes. These guys are the flower stalks that emerge from hardneck garlic plants in the late spring or early summer. So farmers will typically remove them so that the plant can direct its energy toward producing more flavorful garlic. Who doesn't love that? Now, the garlic scape has been described as having the texture of asparagus, but the flavor of garlic, onion, and chives. Delish. And it also has a fresh, green, and slightly sweet taste, according to the internet. So, we're gonna see if that's true. But when I looked up different recipes that I could make using garlic scapes, a big suggestion was pesto. And I guess it's because of that like bright, springy, green crispness. And I should just go ahead and try one. And I will at some point. But I haven't had breakfast yet, and I have other plans for breakfast. So I'm gonna have breakfast, and then you're not gonna hear from Soul from the Past anymore. So I'm gonna do the actual fast forward to Soul from the Future now. Thanks, Soul from the Past. Soul from the Future here. Hello, or maybe Soul from the Present. We'll think about that. Anyway, I just got back from the store, and it's gonna be a strawberry limeade. They had a sale on limes today, so I got 10 for $1. I'm very excited. At the store that I used to shop at, they would have 1 lemon for $1. So this to me is a steal. I think I'll start by making the limeade, and then I'll make the pesto. And it's a weird time to eat right now. It's like 3:15, and I just had lunch. I know. So I think I'll get started on the limeade so it has time to chill before dinner. And I'm just like, this is not even relevant to you because y'all are gonna see it all come together and it's gonna be seamless. So we're gonna do that. And yeah, let's start off with some limeade. Okay, to make the strawberry limeade, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to juice all 10 of my limes. It should make about a cup of lime juice. I'm gonna add the lime juice to a blender along with some of the strawberries and whip that all together to make my flavor base for the limeade. Then we're going to dilute the flavor base with some water and add a little bit of sugar to taste. Pop it in the fridge to chill until you're ready and enjoy. Okay, so the lemonade is happily chilling in the fridge, and now we can get started on the garlic scape pesto. So this is the long-awaited moment where I actually try the garlic scapes because I know you're curious. I know I'm curious. Let's just do it. So I'll break one off. Oh, there we go. Ooh. It's, you know how when you cook with garlic, like the cloves, if you don't cook them long enough, they maintain like a certain rawness to them? I'm smelling that, and it's sharper. It's much sharper. Okay. Whoa. The first hit, whoa! Okay, let me explain what I'm tasting. The first hit was very sweet, crisp, light, mild. And then as it hung out in my mouth a little bit longer, I got this kick of spiciness and pepperiness, and the last note was just like a lot of that pepperiness coming in hot. So Really delicious. I'm excited to make pesto with this. I have about 4 garlic scapes, so I'm just gonna see what we can do with that. What I think I'll do is I'll chop up the garlic scapes roughly. Then I'll add them to a food processor along with some chopped walnuts, nutritional yeast, a couple garlic cloves, and I'll pulse that a couple times. And if your food processor has the capacity for this, you can drizzle in some olive oil while you're continuing to pulse that pesto. If it doesn't have the capacity, that's also fine. You can just add in the olive oil after you've pulsed the garlic scapes and other yummies for a couple rounds of pulses. So no wrong way to do it. You can salt and pepper to your taste. You can also pulse it to whatever texture you desire. So if you're a very smooth pesto kind of person, you could do that. Pulse it a little bit longer. You could even turn it on. I would turn it on to like level 1 and just let that process a bit. Or if you like your pesto a little bit chunkier, then keep it chunky. Dealer's choice. I just wanted to give you a little glimpse of how vibrant this is. Woo! It's not even, the camera's not even doing it justice. It's very green. It's just really, really pretty. So I'm excited to put this on the pasta. Lemonade's done. Pesto's done. They're both hanging out in the fridge. They're getting to know each other. Wonderful things are happening. Now that those 2 things are done, it's time to make the pasta and the cremini sprinkle is what I'm gonna call it. A sauteed cremini sprinkle. Yes, so if you've never made pasta before, I got you, no worries. It's really, really simple. So you're just gonna take a pot of water, set it on the stove, let it come to a boil, salt it so much that it tastes like the ocean. I'm telling you, it might feel like a lot of salt, but this is what's going to flavor our pasta. Anyhow you end up over salting, it's totally fine. Once you drain your pasta, you can just rinse it a little bit. So, very generous margin of error here. But once your salted water is boiling, add in your noodles, reduce the heat so that the pasta is just simmering, it's not rapidly boiling, and then let it cook to your desired tenderness. I'm an al dente kind of person. If you like it mushy, cook it mushy. If you like it a little bit harder than al dente, go crazy. Like, I'm not gonna tell you what texture to make your pasta at. One thing I will say though is regardless of how you cook your pasta, make sure that you reserve about a cup of the pasta water, okay? So once you're done with your pasta, you've drained it, it's hanging out in the colander, you're going to return it back to the pot and you're gonna add your pesto. To help the pesto mix in with the pasta, that's when you're gonna drizzle in some of that pasta water. You don't need to use all of it, just eyeball it, and then once it reaches your desired creaminess, texture, sauciness, you're good to go. Now we've got 3 things done, everyone. Lemonade's done, pesto's done, pasta's done. Pesto is on top of the pasta. It's a beautiful marriage. They're gonna live and last forever until we eat them. Now we're going to saute our mushrooms to make that sauteed cremini sprinkle. If you've never sauteed a mushroom before, I got you on that one too, okay? So you're going to chop up your mushrooms. You could do it to whatever size you like, but since this is a sprinkle, I'm gonna mince them. So just mince your mushrooms, that just means chop them up really fine. And then you're going to heat up a pot until it's a little bit, warm enough to add some oil. You're gonna add some olive oil in there or veggie oil or whatever oil of choice you'd like. And once the oil is hot, you can test the heat of the oil by adding a wooden spoon to the pot and just seeing if it bubbles a little bit. You'll add in your mushrooms and don't do anything. Don't do anything, don't add any seasoning unless it's like garlic or pepper, okay? Don't add salt. Whatever you do, you add the mushrooms in, don't add any salt. We're gonna save that till the end. Once you've added in your mushrooms, just give them a little saute. Depending on the size of the mushroom, if you sliced them, you're gonna wanna leave that to just get golden brown on the bottom. And don't touch it for like 2 to 3 minutes. If you're hopping on the sprinkle bus with me, we're gonna add our minced mushrooms in. We're just gonna continually move them around with a cooking implement. Rubber spatula, regular spatula, wooden spoon, whatever floats your boat. And we're gonna make sure that they get nice and like crisp. They got a little bit of golden brownness. And once they're cooked through, that's when we're gonna season with some salt and a little bit of pepper. And bada bing, bada boom, sauteed cremini sprinkle, done. The time has come, friends. Our lemonade is ready. Our pesto is ready. It's on the pasta, which is also ready. The mushrooms are also ready. And I've put on my nighttime glasses, so that means I'm ready to turn in, okay? So let's play, let's eat, let's get into it. I'm excited. I hope you are too. Are we ready? Bon appetit. I'm so excited. Look at this! And I've got my lemonade as well. And a fancy little glass that I definitely didn't get from the dollar store. What? Who said that? Okay, let's give it a try and see how it is. I love it. It's the perfect brightness for summertime with the garlic scapes, but it's not too harsh. And I really do think that you get that echo that I had talked about in the past with this sauteed cremini mushroom sprinkle and then the mushroom pasta. And I did taste the pasta when I was cooking it just to test the texture, and it really does have some depth to it that I haven't found in other pastas, but that's also because I only eat or make pasta that's just your basic like flour, water, olive oil. So this is just a really nice treat. I'm gonna get one more bite in there and then I'll have the lemonade and just see how that all comes together. Why not? I'm really glad that I added the pasta water to the pesto when I was mixing it together with the pasta, because I couldn't get it that smooth with my food processor. I don't mind like some chunkiness to my pesto, but I wanted it just a touch smoother, and I feel like the water really helped take it there. It's creamy, it's bright, it's really gorgeous with the mushrooms and the pasta. It's not too strong, like everything works really, really well together. Let's try the lemonade, shall we? Or the limeade, excuse me, oh my god. Okay. Oh, so refreshing. I opted to keep some of the berry in there, so I didn't puree it completely. So now I have some berries on the top of my bev, and it's really, really good. I also went on the lower end with the sugar just to allow the strawberry and the lime flavors to shine. I ended up adding a little bit over a half a cup of sugar, not quite 3/4 cup, but I would say like a half a cup plus 2 tablespoons. If you go up to 3/4 cup, I think that would also be fine. But I would say this is a win. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this by myself. But it has been so much fun spending time with all of you, cooking with you, hanging out and talking about CSA stuff together. From my kitchen to yours, happy cooking, happy CSA unboxing if you end up subscribing to one, and have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.